Oh, God! Get me a canoe!
You ready? I got a canoe floater, everybody!
I'm bringing sexy back.
Because they were hot!
Oh, God!
That's a real canoe floater there.
I got a wetter. I got a super wetter. Throw on some galoshes. Carve a canoe.
This is the part where it feverishly
Oh, it
masturbate.
just keeps going.
Oh, it doesn't stop.
It never
Is that the bridge?
Do we end now? When does it end?
They're part of the
It's still going
experience.
on?
Yeah, because that's the bridge.
It's almost over, guys. This is the end now.
DJ Burundi.
Oh, really good. Really good. T-shirt.
Solid. Solid.
I like.
Solid name drop.
That's
Is that
it.
the sneakiest name drop that's
It's a really good insight.
ever happened?
Yeah. Am I too high? I feel high. Is it just in my my ears a little bit?
I mean, can I be honest with you guys as a friend?
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to go a little hot on the mics, because I've always had the problem of like the EQ of like a podcast.
Oh, God.
man,
Oh, wow.
this
I
is like
stopped caring
super off,
immediately.
you know what I mean?
I hate it.
So it gets to that
I'm
point
automatically
where
not listening.
Yeah.
the volume is so low.
I've
and then you
napped
turn
earlier, and this is
your
the most
stereo
tired
as
I've
loud
been.
as
I'm
it can
very
go,
tired now.
and it's
Terrible
still
experience.
low. So
Yeah.
what
Turn it
I
all the way
like to
down.
do
You
is
crank it up.
I
Can we turn your
keep
part over?
everyone
Overcompensate.
up.
I've heard
That
the
way
concept.
they can turn their
That's
volume
unnecessary.
as high as they
That's
want,
unnecessary for you to
and
keep
it's still
talking.
loud. It's still
Terrible.
high.
Stop
Terrible.
listening.
But if you have the volume
I don't
lower
wanna
on
listen to
yours,
No, I
saying it's
understand.
got it.
Yeah, I
It
just don't
comes
want to
in
hear
at a
it
nice
anymore.
volume.
Totally got it.
so that's
It's
why
less about what
that's
you
why I-
do
What
and more
you're
about what I
saying.
don't want to hear.
A lot of it.
Guys, welcome to the Valleycast. This week is a little bit different. For those of you on Patreon, you can tell right away because you get the video version of this, depending on which tier you're on.
They all get it. Just when.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'll get a version of this. You'll get a version of this that isn't the full, uncut,
Yes.
unedited, raw version. Like, by the way, last week's episode with the weird prank phone call thing I used to do, they're all bleeped in the highlights version you can watch on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thevalleyfolk, but you can listen to a completely unedited version of those phone calls on the audio podcast, and in the full video you get as a high tier on Patreon.
That was a really nice, nice subtle plug. Well, you know why we're plugging it though is because we're finding an office space currently.
We are finding an office space.
So
yeah.
we're all very we're doing it, and it's all very terrifying.
I'm nervous.
So
I'm
that's
nervous.
what anytime I'm like in conversation, I'm like, yeah, so it's called the Valley Folk. It's Patreon.com/the Valley. You know, like
Right.
there's like I'm finding ways that it slips in.
Well,
now.
and it's us now without anyone like breathing over our necks. So there's even more of a feeling of like we have to
Bastard
do it.
corporations.
Those damn pencil pushers,
Those pencil pushers over at
pencil neck.
Pencil Pusher Industries.
pencil boys,
Pencilboys.com.
over at pencilboys.com.
Fucking hate them.
Yeah,
Who's
I
this
hate
guy
'em.
who's talking, Steve? Who is
there's
this
a
man?
new-
Well, hold on. Before I get into that,
Oh.
yes.
Jeez.
I was going to say this episode sounds a bit different, and that's because
This episode's sponsored by LaCroix.
No, it's not. But that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
They will be. And
I'd be
they're
way into that.
good friend of the show.
Basically, we are without a Lee Newton and without a Joe Beretta today because they're, well, you know what? Lee's feeling a little under the weather, and her voice was awful. I don't know if you guys heard
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her
what her
voice.
voice
Never have
was
been,
doing.
never will be.
Never. Starting today.
She just hasn't had a... In fact, on the Dynamic Banter, you can hear it in her voice. She was on Dynamic Banter this week.
Is
and
that
Joe,
not what this show is?
No, this show is the Valleycast, Malcolm. And that actually segues perfectly into who we have instead of Lee and Joe. We have the always awesome Malcolm Barrett.
The always available Malcolm Barrett.
Malcolm joined me for
The-
some Easter mimosas earlier today, and
I
that
did.
was right when our podcast fell apart. And Malcolm was there to save the day,
Yeah.
like a
'Cause
hero.
I literally wasn't doing anything.
Malcolm is the star of NBC's Timeless, a show that went for one season, and now it's back for its second season.
It is.
on NBC.
A lot of people like to call it season 2 of Timeless.
I love that season 2.
Ooh, it has
of
a nice ring to it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
and
pretty good.
you have a fan base called Clock Blockers,
I
right?
do.
Which
I
I
do.
think is very funny.
It's not for the speech impaired.
How does the network feel about that?
They love it.
They love it?
But they don't even really know we're on the air, so like they're kind of cool with whatever.
You kind of snuck in
Yeah,
past
we
them.
kind of do whatever we want.
Perfect. Good to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah.
I was telling you there's a little bit of like a community thing with it because the show went off the air and then everybody was like, no, we want this show. And then NBC did what NBC did with Community, which was, oh, if people want it, we're going to put it back on the air.
I thought you were going to say it's like Community and that we have one old racist on it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
I'm sorry to talk about Joel McHale like
Not
that.
on this. yeah. Donald Glover is actually.
Yeah, he's a fucking dick.
So it is a pleasure to have you here, though, Malcolm, because you're a good friend and you're a very talented man and you're very funny, and we love to have you in all of our stuff because you're a funny, pleasant man, Malcolm.
I like to think so. I like to... I'm high a lot. I think that's part of it.
That's okay.
I'm tired all the time, so it makes it...
Were you working
I'm not
hard?
angry. I had security guards wake me up 2 out of 3 days during this weekend because I was doing Timeless...
Purposefully? You clear it with him before him?
I did not. It was 7 a.m. when I was done with Timeless on Saturday. Then I went straight to WonderCon.
Oh, yeah.
Then I slept that night, but then I had to go to New Orleans the next day
For Preacher.
for Preacher to do a thing that I guess I can't talk about, but I'll be doing something I've never done on television before.
What?
And
I know what it is.
You know, it is. It's
What?
You're gonna die.
Was this a mimosa piece of information?
I figured it out. He's going to die, right?
yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
No, I just put it together right there.
I
Yeah,
hope
you
he
got it.
doesn't
Yeah,
die
you
because
got
I'm
it.
going to stop watching that show. if
No,
he
no.
dies.
Keep watching it.
By the way,
I mean, unless I
Malcolm-
die, then I don't care what you watch.
How cool. How freaking cool. If that's what it is, how cool.
Well, Malcolm is sorry for those of you that are like, "What? What's Preacher?" He's also a star of AMC's Preacher.
I'm not a star.
One of the he's
I'm
one of
on
the
it.
he's a co-star.
Yeah,
I'm
they call
on
him
it.
main character on
They call
IMDb.
him-
You are a main character.
I
though.
am a main character
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
show.
You're a supporting.
I'm a
lead.
I'm a regular now as of
You're a regular.
this contract
So
here.
series regular on AMC's Preacher,
I am
Malcolm Barrett.
and
Yeah.
then they also had to wake me up the first day of work on Preacher with security. And what's great is
Did they have to make? Is that like a formality? Like just make sure you didn't OD in there? Or
you know what it
something?
is? They do like I guess they put it under the guise of like wellness checks, which are basically
Sure.
like if you've like Robert Downey Jr. yourself.
As a lot of our listeners have.
old Robert Downey, not Iron
yeah,
Man.
yeah. Well, a lot of people don't even remember that.
They don't
Robert
even know.
Downey. They don't even know.
Who gets fucked up now? Who's the number one? getting fucked up
Was it
guy?
like Miley? No, Miley doesn't get fucked
No,
up. Who
no,
gets
no.
fucked up?
Who gets who
gets-
It's like Bella Thorne now.
what's the
She
is
gets
that-
fucked up?
Is that a show?
Yeah, like
Was she
the
on
pop.
OC
Are you talking
or
about the
something?
person who's in the pop star who's like,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
just going for it? Yeah, it would be probably Bella Thorne.
Yeah. So if you've Bella Thorned yourself,
Then you'll
they
know.
do like a wellness check, and it was great. Like security's literally just in your room. But what's great is that when it happened in Anaheim, I just wake up to 2 giant white dudes in suits who are like kind of near me.
Wait, they come into your room?
They come into your room because they call you because what happened is I wasn't waking up and they're calling and someone's probably knocking, but they have money on the line, so they got to get me the fuck out of this. They got to find out if I'm dead or not.
Wait, were you actually late?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so this was an emergency.
Like this was like 2 out of 3 days.
okay,
like,
so this doesn't happen normally.
No, this doesn't happen.
This isn't a
normally.
wake up for when
no.
you
This
need to be
isn't
somewhere.
like your regular like how I wake up when I'm on vacation with family.
No, I'm talking
just
about
wait
when you
for
do
security.
when you do like press for shows.
For
or
every
something.
show, I have security wake me up
Malcolm has this thing where he has to be woken up by
by
security.
security, like
Yeah.
no matter what. But I wasn't waking up, I guess. So like security was sitting in my room in Anaheim, and it was just
And
two
they had a
guys.
key to your room and everything.
I assume they didn't pick the lock.
They had authority.
They're like, security, I need you to pick this lock, room 218. No, so they come in there, and I look at them, and I know I'm like the first black man to be comfortable with 2 random security guards in his room. Like I literally was like, I'm good, man, because I knew it was them.
You didn't freak out.
No, I was like, oh, this must be Sony.
You didn't think this was
No. And then 2
this
days,
was your time.
This is my time. And then 2 days later, I wake up, but it's a brother, and it's New Orleans. So he's like, hey, man, you got to get up. They're waiting on you. I was like weirdly invested
Yeah.
in our well-being. He was like, you got to do it for us. And Got to get up.
You gonna don't let us down.
Don't let us all down, man.
You gonna do it for us.
They're waiting for you, man.
He knew. He knew.
Hey,
It
man,
meant
you
a
gotta
lot
get
to
up.
him.
I was like, all right.
He was locked in.
I was like, fuck, we got to do this.
Dude, I love
It's
that.
me and Cletus.
So, what do you do at that point? Like, how much time do you have between when they go, you got to get the fuck up right now, and
I
to
mean,
get
at
to
that
where
point,
you
you're
need to
already
be?
late. Like, they've probably rescheduled stuff.
Okay. So
Like,
you can do your thing. You take a shit. You can take a shower.
like, you still move in a quick pace. You don't go like,
But this
oh, we're
isn't
already
like,
far
but
behind.
you're not like putting your fucking dress pants on to run to stage or something.
No, I definitely had one sock.
Wow.
that day. I definitely had one sock.
Oh, I think I saw your thing where you brought
Where
like
I
you
brought
like
4 socks.
yeah, you brought 4 socks.
None of
to
them
New Orleans.
matched. 2 of them
None
were
of them
dress
matched.
socks, and they didn't match.
So so 4, not 4 pairs.
No, 4 total socks.
4 total socks. So you had a nice 2 days.
Yeah.
How long were you there?
I was there a week. So I didn't have enough socks for 2 days.
Did the studio provide you with socks?
Can I tell you what I do? Can I tell you what I do?
Sure.
When your character, they give you full outfit, whatever you're doing, and socks included. And what I'll do is, on a day like that, I'll just keep the socks at the end of the day.
Of course you
like
do.
after we've wrapped, I
Yeah.
just keep socks.
That's the equivalent of putting the buffet food in your bag.
Yeah, I'm putting them.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I also do?
Dude, all my clothes come from stealing from wardrobe.
Can I tell you all I do for Timeless? If I didn't do laundry, I'd go in there and I'd be like, I need underwear.
Listen,
So I
guys,
have like a
and
bunch of Timeless underwear.
I need some underwear. I don't know what you're gonna do about it, but I
Like, do you
need
sometimes make it
underwear.
seem like it's an emergency? Like you need a pair of underwear? Wink.
Don't ask
Because
questions.
I've shit myself.
Yeah, you shit
Yeah.
yourself.
I need underwear, if you know what I mean.
I shit myself.
I'm a grown man who
What,
has no control of his bowels.
What does timeless underwear look like?
They're just gray boxer briefs.
Oh, nice. All right, nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. They all know. I was like, I keep these underwear. They were like, we know, we can see, like, we give it to you, and then we watch you.
They're like, we know you take our shit. Like, and it's fine.
What's great is also, and they're very nice. I should have got them a wrap gift. Is that
Too late.
no, it's way too late. Show's over. But they get paid salaries.
Yeah, sure, they're good. They're good.
But
They're
what
in the union. They're
What
in
I
the
also do, yeah, is that I like to take the socks at the end of the day if I don't have new socks. And then what I do is I leave my old socks and then they wash them. So
They'll
like,
wash your personal
they'll
socks
wash my- so
because
I'll
thinking it's
show up.
wardrobe socks.
I don't know. They know it's not wardrobe socks because they work in
just
wardrobe
nice.
and they know they
They're
didn't
taking
have,
care of you. They're the
They
sweetest-
know they didn't have socks that said like cock on it or whatever the fuck.
Right,
Right.
your
My
cock
socks
socks.
say
Yeah.
cock socks.
It's your favorite socks.
From Mattel. And so they
Those are the
literally
kids'
they'll
first
just show up and
fleshlight.
it'll be like my wardrobe and then like some socks that they make. So thank you, Marianne Chow. I don't remember how they say your last name. And Red, Melissa, and Jade.
Is Red her nickname because she's a redhead?
Yeah.
Is Jade her nickname because she's a greenhead?
Ha!
I think it's a real name, but it might not
Hey,
be
everybody.
real. Hey.
Hey, we got
Hey,
comedian
all right,
Elliot
everybody,
Morgan on the
welcome
Elliot
back
Morgan,
to
comedian.
the
Elliot
Morgan is
Valleycast.
on the podcast, guys.
So what do you guys sell on this? What's the name
Me
of this
undies.
Well,
podcast?
I'm glad that you asked that, Malcolm,
like a lot
because
of timeless underwear.
basically what the podcast is the 4 of us as the Valley folk, the Valleycast hosts. We each bring a topic to the table, and we discuss said topics while we do our podcast. You didn't hear a word I said, did you?
you guys bring up topics.
We bring up topic. Yeah, each and every
He didn't
one of
hear a
us-
word you said.
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah, so every one of us brings a topic to the table, and then we just talk about that topic.
Oh, great.
Well, let's dive right in. So, and it is Easter, which is why it's such a weird episode.
Yeah, and don't forget, Easter sucks.
Oh.
You know, people
take.
are upset about that, and I think for,
Were they upset? People
yeah,
were upset? Wow.
and I think for good.
It wasn't even me that said it.
Yes,
Joe
Joe
said it.
Usually it's
Leave
me
it
that
to
goes like,
Joe.
fuck things.
I know.
Fuck things that
Joe,
make you happy.
who's never said anything at all
Yeah.
offensive.
He's like, fuck Easter. Easter sucks.
and everyone's like,
Why?
I'm out. Well, it's a religious holiday. Oh, why him?
No, why does
He
why
doesn't.
does
He
think
thinks
Easter
of all the
sucks?
holidays, it's like the most boring, mundane. Like the food is the same as Thanksgiving food, and Thanksgiving's a better holiday. And
He
like,
thinks it's worse than like what, Arbor Day?
Exactly.
well,
That's
see,
the-
we were
Bastille
talking. We were
Day?
talking about the main like the commercial holidays. Your Christmas,
the
your
big
New
ones,
Year's, your
you know.
Halloween.
Valentine's.
The big consumer ones.
Valentine's.
Do you think Valentine's Day is in there? That's interesting.
In consumer?
How is
Oh, it
Valentine's
has
not
to be.
in there?
I guess I think of holidays as like it's like I feel like if you don't have a significant other, you're not celebrating Valentine's Day, so you're out.
Yeah, but I don't celebrate Hanukkah. It still exists.
Right, but like that's because you're not Jewish, though. Which I understand as I'm saying
And-
that makes total sense what you're saying, and that for sure you're right. But like, it's still like even if you and I even as I'm
definitely.
talking now, I have no point to make.
Right. Nice work, Elliot.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's what Joe's topic was last time, to talk about Easter. But we don't have any housekeeping, I don't think, other than, do you want to apologize for Joe?
Yeah, we're so sorry, everybody, for what Joe said.
I'm
Yeah.
also sorry for what you
You
said.
know what?
Hey, let
I
me tell
felt
you guys
bad.
something. Joe is an uncontrollable maniac. So, you know what I mean? Like, he's out of control.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody thinks it's everyone else but Joe in the group, but actually Joe is the most psychotic, insane.
he's terrifying.
uncontrolled-
I'm terrified.
He once beat a little person with a sandwich.
Yeah, he's,
I saw it
he's
happen.
terrifying.
Yeah.
And that was a child.
Yeah, that's how little that person was.
About as little as they get.
Yeah. There were 7.
We
It
can
was
just
my
call
nephew.
them children.
The children.
You can call them whatever you want. You want to be politically correct.
So I'm going to be honest
gone
with you,
mad.
Elliot. I had kind of a fuck of a day, so I don't really have much of a topic here.
Dude, I've drank 18 mimosas today. I'm out of
And
my
Malcolm doesn't even know what this podcast is. So we're gonna have a great. You know what? Let's just. Hey, this is Valleycast off the rails, baby. Hang on, let me pull up a train sound.
Happy
effect.
Easter.
mind. What was that? What's the one from Oh no, the railroad's gonna crash. What is it that Joe said in that podcast?
Oh
it
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
opening theme
Shit, we're gonna get so much shit for not remembering. God damn it, because everyone who's listening knows.
Yeah.
Hop on the shit train.
Choo choo, here comes the train wreck.
God damn it.
I think that's
here comes the train wreck.
I don't
Choo-choo, here
know.
comes the train wreck. I
Anyway,
think that's
Choo
it.
guys,
here comes the train wreck.
welcome to Valleycast Off the Rails.
Wow.
Just goes.
That's a pretty fast sounding train.
That's the fastest train
You
ever.
better buckle up, because this
That is
episode,
some pretty fast sounding train.
that was a pretty.
That's some quick train you
That
got
was some
going
pretty
on.
fast sounding.
So
Is this live
you know
somewhere?
what? Oh, let's talk about
Oh,
this. You know
okay.
what? Okay, here's my topic. You ready? I've got a topic. This is
Go.
gonna be this is gonna be hard to not transition into like a dynamic banter type
It's fine.
thing, but it's
Okay.
just there's
There's
only
gonna be
3 of us
crossovers.
here. It's okay. So anyway,
People
I
are gonna be confused. They're gonna think they're watching Dynamic Banter because I'm here, but really they're watching Valley Folk.
right, they're gonna think this is an episode of Dynamic Banter that Mike didn't host on, and Malcolm's the guest.
Put it up as both.
As yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some of those Dynamic Banter.
Are
fans
we
over there.
already signed with Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, we're already signed, so we can do whatever.
We can
Yeah.
do whatever we want. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
great. Did people know that?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Shit, should I leave that in?
Can I-
Yeah, no,
Can I
think
I
it's
can leave
fine.
that in?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. So
Can
people,
I say that I hate LaCroix? Is
you can say you hate LaCroix. Is
taste-
that your topic?
my topic is LaCroix and its sudden fucking progression into like fucking commerciality and existence within the populace. Like, what do
Yeah,
we?
yeah. But I gotta be honest with you, Malcolm. Yeah, right. But listen to what I have to say.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything you said. But I also have
But I
thoughts.
have something to say. I got something to say
Okay.
right now.
I heard the end of your
I'm
sentence.
just
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? I'm gonna kill this topic right now. Not everything is for everyone. We've talked about this before on both podcasts. I'm sorry. I don't find what's so funny about that.
You're just summarizing any criticism against anything
No,
anybody
I had more to
doesn't
say.
like.
I had more to say. The feeling that some people have for LaCroix is the same feeling people have about the whole pineapple pizza bullshit.
I thought you were gonna say about the Jews.
About the Jews. It's the same shit.
If you think about it, it's the same
It's
thing.
the same thing.
The same thing.
No, I'm talking about the whole pineapple pizza thing. How everyone's like, "You're a savage if you eat pineapple pizza," and it's like, "Fuck you, it's good." Like, who gives a shit?
It's not great, but it's
You don't like
fine.
pineapple pizza?
I'm right down the middle.
Oh, so you're in the middle. What about you, Malcolm?
I don't think I've ever done anything like that. pineapple on a
That's
pizza.
bullshit. You gotta be kidding.
That's what you're calling
That's gotta
bullshit
be-
on?
I'm calling
Out of
bullshit.
all the things I've said
Hold
to you
on.
in life.
I'm calling bullshit. You've never had a fucking Hawaiian
Yeah,
pizza?
anytime craft, you're on set all the time.
There's never been a Hawaiian style pizza.
Not one that I've eaten.
with pineapple, really?
Yeah.
So
There's
do you
pizza there
see-
the other day. There was tons of pizza. I don't even think I saw one with pineapples on it.
So let me ask you this, Malcolm. Let's start from the root here.
Let's dig deep.
Let's dig deep on this one. Let me get my tweezers.
He's gonna get in there.
Just have a seat.
Sit down.
I'm sitting.
But get as comfortable as you can while you're in it. Because I'm about to lay something on you, Malcolm.
Just throw down.
Have you, in the past, seen a pineapple pizza?
I gotta
A
imagine.
Hawaiian-style pizza?
I feel like I've seen.
You had to have.
But Hawaiian style doesn't that have like sausage on it?
Sure.
It has
Yeah.
ham.
It
Yeah,
has-
ham.
Yeah, ham.
Nah, I'm not fucking with these pineapples though.
So, but you. Oh, so you're a non-pineapple pizza boy.
I just don't think I haven't come across it like
So
that.
if you've seen,
You're
like
fu-
you,
you're-
hold on. The option of pineapple pizza has never presented itself to you.
Not like a lot. Like I think.
Like you've never been
Like,
to
can
any
I tell you-
party.
It
I
sounds
keep-
like you lied a little bit, and you're trying so hard to
Can I-
cover up a
can I tell
tiny
you
lie.
something? I'm the smallest.
Holy
yeah,
shit! We're
like
getting, this
a lie that no one cares about, and you're having to be like, yeah, no, for sure. Like I've never really seen it.
Can I tell you? I keep seeing these meme arguments about pineapple pizza and the savagery, and I don't get it.
Oh, you don't get it.
I don't get it because I don't really be around pineapple pizza like that. That's a dog.
So wait. Okay, so you didn't even know there was a battle
I didn't
of
know.
pineapple
I saw that
pizza.
and it didn't make any sense. to
So
me.
so
It's like
this
when
is the
people
first
started-
time it's been clarified to you.
I understood it. Like I wasn't like
But you were just like, whatever.
I
It's not
didn't
funny.
care.
You didn't
Like,
care.
It's like the pumpkin spice latte thing. Like
Sure.
it was just suddenly. There.
I agree with that. I didn't
was
care
like,
about
oh, okay. Is that what? I've never seen white people drink pumpkin spice lattes, but I see it on Twitter.
that. Well, I enjoy a good Hawaiian style za.
Who are these people that say za?
The point
That's
you're
what I hate.
the point you're making though is that it's just a preference thing where people who don't like it freak
It's
out
just a
more
preference
than
thing,
is
yeah. So,
necessary.
and I think I'm
that his
finding.
point?
I
I
wonder
think that
is
is.
could I have just discovered a correlation between a distaste for LaCroix and a distaste for pineapple pizza?
I think you're gonna need a double blind experiment. And you're gonna
Guys,
need to
if
find
you're
a
listening to this,
large
watching
sense,
this,
yeah.
I would love for you to weigh in. If
we
you
can-
don't like pineapple Hawaiian style pizza, do you also not like LaCroix?
It's
I wonder
someone-
because I'm neutral on Hawaiian style. Not my favorite, but I'll eat it if I'm hungry. And then I'm pretty neutral on LaCroix.
I'll
you're
just
neutral
like
on LaCroix.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Tastes
I
like
have
if
no-
Hitler pissed.
so
It
you're
doesn't.
neutral. So
it doesn't.
so maybe
And you know what? I've seen what it tastes like when Hitler pisses.
you've seen what it
I've
tastes.
seen what it tastes like.
That's
It's-
amazing. We're
it
gonna
was
have to-
mushrooms.
I hope that's your topic.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Guys, I have seen.
That's interesting. So maybe there is a correlation because you're right on the fence about both.
Someone said on my Insta
Malcolm's
gram
live streaming on his Instagram,
that
which
it's
is a
not,
breach of this studio's
is it-
contract. So
it's not. Is
once
it?
you walk through that door, it's like you're on my premises.
We have a couple not liking both.
Someone says it's not Hawaiian style.
What?
They said it's not called Hawaiian style.
Well,
They're like that's like
Sure,
calling a
sure.
vodka drink.
Oh, so am I
A
saying?
martini.
Oh, okay. So am
That's
I
like
saying?
a-
Is this semantics?
yeah, sounds like a semantics.
But
that
you're
sounds
right,
Like
but you know
something-
what?
That's
You
something
know-
I could try to care about, but never.
But
truly
you know
would.
what, Elliot? I just know the fucking Patreon comments are gonna be filled with Hawaiian style something else.
Yeah,
All right, fine. Pineapple pizza. That's what I'm talking about. Ham and pineapple.
talking about pineapple.
pizza.
Say get the
Like if I have a too large za order,
stop it.
what I'll do is
Why
I'll
you
get.
keep calling
What
it
I'll
that?
do is I'll get because I don't have time to say the whole word. We're on the clock here. So what I would do is I would order like a large pepperoni because everyone wants a pepperoni. They want to grab
Of
it.
course, that's all I want.
Why,
And I'll put a fucking Hawaiian.
why is your roommate the Unabomber?
He's terrifying all the time. It scares me all night. I'm terrified of it.
He's got the largest mustache.
Listen, the Unabomber's trying to make his own now. He's grown past his.
He's wearing a crazy. I'm usually for hoodies, and I'm now against it. because of what he's doing to the. He's back.
Oh, and he opens the refrigerator to like cover his face just to.
Why is he?
Yeah.
Why is he slow? Just close it at a normal pace. Close the door at a normal pace. The door.
Oh, awful.
Guys, this episode's off the track.
We thought episode 9 was crazy, but episode 11 is.
Hey, 11. Maybe it's gonna be all the even
yeah.
numbers.
Oh, yeah.
I thought dynamic banter already went up this week.
What?
Oh, Owen says, I thought dynamic banter already went up this week.
What does that mean, Owen?
What does that mean,
What are you
Owen?
trying to say,
What
Owen?
does that mean?
Do you know what day it is, Owen?
What day is it, Owen?
It's Valleycast Day.
It's Sunday night, which means it's the Valleycast.
Valley night.
Oh, this is the Valleycast.
Yeah, I know, right? I told you people were going to be confused.
He's implying that there's not as much of a branding difference.
He's saying there's
to
no
differentiate
I thought he was
the two.
saying there's no content to this.
Yeah, I think that is also.
Well, the
what he's saying.
Valleycast has only been going on for like 10 episodes, and we haven't really found our footing yet, so we'll get there.
Yeah.
I think this is it.
I don't find it entertaining, but we'll get there.
Episode 9 was good.
Episode 9 was good.
Is that the one where you guys hated Easter?
So,
I can understand. I can understand that criticism.
okay, so my topic. So my topic, really quick, Elliot. Since you have a real topic, and
Sure.
maybe I'll bring this up again when when Joe and Lee are back, because they seem to be very concerned with this thing, and I don't get what the big fucking deal is. But the constant criticism, and in fact, Malcolm gave me a little bit of this too.
What did I give you?
I have this constant criticism about how there's nothing in my fridge.
Your fridge is the worst place.
Like everyone talks about how there's nothing in my
Okay.
fridge.
We can
There's
talk about
two
this.
boys that live here.
Yeah.
2 boys.
Can I tell
And
you?
I'll guarantee to you, Owen's shelf only has Coca-Cola on it, and that's it.
There's not Coca-Cola.
Okay. I got all.
There
sorts
is a
of-
Coca-Cola. You didn't. You saw it. In
Someone
there.
drunk it.
Yeah, he leaves it open in there.
Yeah. Sometimes he pours it in a little dish, like a little bread plate, and just leaves it like that, like a little cat.
And then he'll
So-
come by
so
and
like
just
a
dip
cat.
down onto the table real quick, and then he'll go back outside and
Yep.
smoke a cigarette.
He's a crazy man.
One time I saw him dip a rag into a Diet Coke bottle, and then he just started gnawing on it.
Little Coca-Cola rag.
Little cola rag.
Little cola
Here
rag.
comes Owen. Give him a second. He's got to get his Coca-Cola rag.
What if there was someone at baseball
Hey.
games? Get your cola rag! I'm soaking these rags in Coca-Cola. Ice cold. Who wants to chew on a rag?
What do you do with him, China? You gnaw on
you
them,
gnaw on
Betty.
them and you get the sweet, delicious release of Coca-Cola product
Right in
into
the
your
gum
bloodstream.
stream.
It goes into your salivary glands. You little American.
You little.
Start
You
slapping
little.
people.
You're just slapping people with cola rags.
Yeah, I mean, I just think of the American.
That's the American dream.
The American dream is Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola rags.
So yeah, man. So what if I don't have shit in my fridge? Like I'll sometimes listen.
segue.
Sometimes I'll put a fucking carton of egg
Can I tell
in
you-
there and slices of cheese, and I'll make myself an omelet in the morning. Sometimes I just like to, you know what? And I'll give you my reason. You guys want my reason? I'll tell you, it's airtight.
I have a rebuttal that is not. I'm not. I feel like you're being attacked, or like you're coming from a
I
place
feel
of being
like I'm
attacked.
attacked.
Yeah.
No
I
one's
feel
attacking you.
attacked.
No,
Yeah.
don't feel.
Well,
attacked.
currently no one's attacking.
No. Well,
But I
give
feel
me
I
a
have
second.
felt attacked
I'm coming for you.
about the lack of stuff in my fridge.
Okay. What's your airtight reason for not having?
My airtight
food
reason
in your
is
fridge?
if there were tons of food in there, I would eat too much of it at any given time. Like I would not stop eating. Like if there was like a whole bowl of cereal in there, I would eat the whole thing.
do you know how refrigerators work?
Yeah, you keep
Why-
the bowl in the fridge.
Well, next to
Keep
the
it cold.
saucepan of Coca-Cola.
What else am I gonna eat when I
Next
get
to a
home
little
from
cola
work?
rag. Little cola rag and a
And a
a
bowl
bowl
of
of
cereal.
cereal.
fresh
Just a bowl of cereal.
refrigerated bowl of cereal.
Yeah, we set it up in the morning. By the time you come home from work, it's delicious.
What? You don't know how food works.
I'm just saying that, like, I
man
have,
doesn't
I
know
have
how
I have a problem with portion control.
Right.
That's like my thing. Like, I can't stop eating something if it's delicious and it's there in front of my face. So it's like that's why I keep my fridge kind of bare, because otherwise I just eat everything.
You're
all
gonna
day.
run out
Can
of
I
food.
can I rip your airtight reasoning apart?
Sure, but I don't know if I can hold my breath.
Steve Zaragoza, everybody here. Oh no. Oh, I was gonna wait. I was hoping the whole thing.
Oh,
No, I was just playing.
Here's the
See,
thing,
see,
man.
now it's too much like dynamic.
I know.
banter. Now I have to stop, or Joe's gonna yell at me.
You won't make it this far in the podcast.
No, you're right.
I think that you could just solve that problem by getting healthy food. Like if you got like
That's
celery
true.
and
That's
peanut
true.
butter
Yeah.
and
But
almond
then-
butter, you could make snacks that you could have all the time.
Yeah,
that
but
would
you know
actually
what
make you
happens
healthy.
when you put healthy food in the fridge?
It
You
goes
just
bad.
don't eat it.
Yeah.
It goes bad.
But you'd be surprised if you and here's what I'll say. You don't if somebody buys it for you. But if you yourself go to the store
Yeah.
and like go through the process of purchasing it, I guarantee
You're right. You have
you'll
a
eat it.
sense of like I need
Yeah.
to use this.
I see
Yeah.
Steve.
I've done that. I bought a whole stock of chives.
I see Steve actively not doing whatever you're about to say. Like I saw
Are
that
you
moment.
kidding me?
Yeah,
I've
there's-
totally done that.
No. I saw that moment where you heard
Where
his
I've already
reasoning,
dismissed it?
and you were already
No,
done.
it's just that I already
You're like,
understood what he was
"Oh,
saying, and he was
alright."
just adding too
Yeah.
many words
Yep.
to it.
Yeah. That's my whole thing.
I already knew where
That's
he was
my
going.
brain.
I could see you check out.
No, I mean, there's a whole bunch of carrots in my fridge right now. If you
Are
want a
there?
carrot.
Just don't
I think it's fine.
And there's a bunch of LaCroix.
I think there's
stop playing LaCroix.
I think there's for sure though. There's the level of joy with buying groceries.
Sure,
at the store.
sure.
But I agree that you shouldn't feel like you need to, so that you have this like people overbuy food all the time and then it goes bad. So I think you're fine.
I buy myself a meal, and there's my meal. I didn't have to waste any food.
I'm talking
Yeah.
I didn't have
trash.
to prepare anything.
I'm talking trash, but my fridge looks just like yours.
Yeah.
But I also discourage people from coming over. You know what I mean? Like that's my bad. Like that's my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I don't like have podcasts.
It's just it's your cross to bear.
yeah. I'm just like you don't deal with this.
Yeah.
I don't then like throw like 30 podcasts.
Right.
in my room- in my
Well, that would
room
be a mistake. Absolute mistake.
with just 7 LaCroix.
Yeah. I wouldn't even understand how you'd be able to maintain such a schedule.
I'm just
But
realizing
that's
I made a
what-
roast on Monday, and if I had to put it in the freezer, it'd still be good right now. Then it's not because it's been almost a week. That sucks.
Where is it?
I've got a bunch of
I put
sausage
it
in the freezer.
Tupperware. Oh, really?
Yeah, if you want some sausage.
I'm all right.
You
But
want to
good
leave
sausage.
here with some
Good
sausage?
cooked sausage.
It's
is
good
so
sausage, Maestro's. Proud Italian company.
Proud Italian.
Proud Italian company.
Not like those shamed Italians.
no,
over
no,
at
no, no, not the ones
Little
that aren't so
Caesars.
proud. They're not so proud.
I think that's a great topic, Steve, and I think you should definitely bring it back up with Joe.
I think I will bring it back up.
because they're gonna have opinions.
Yeah, I'd love to hear their opinions. I know what Lee's gonna say. Can I do my Lee impression? This is Lee.
I want to hear your Lee impression.
Look, you gotta go to the grocery store. I'll help you go to the grocery store.
Wow, that's really good.
It's pitch perfect.
And then she'll be like, how hard is it to pick out tomatoes? I'll help you pick out some tomatoes. Let's go. Right?
I've never heard
That's
those people talk.
terrifyingly- Terrifyingly good, man.
Those are
Do that again. Can you do another one?
Who were
Like-
the two people?
This
that
is
was
Lee.
both Lee, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Lee
that was
doing
really
her.
good.
It's Lee doing her Lee thing.
It was Lee making fun of Steve and then rebutting a make fun of that she
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
So do it again.
Okay, let's see if I can do it
Lot of
again.
levels.
Yeah, if you can channel it.
We'll go to the grocery store. We'll get you some peas, and then we'll go and we'll get out of there.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
a solid.
You know the exact sing-song rhythm it goes.
Yeah. You gotta get you some peas. You're gonna get peas. That's Lee. That's what Lee would do. We're gonna get you peas.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man.
She's a sweetheart. I love
You
her
could
very
use
much.
some
She's
peas,
a wacky
though.
gal.
It would be good if you had some.
I've
I've
peas.
got corn. I've got corn in the freezer.
Corn's the opposite
Okay,
of peas.
Please name all of the things in your fridge right now.
Hang on, let me play this sound while I say everything that's in my fridge. There's a Brita container with a lot of water in it.
You didn't tell me there's water. I've been fucking drinking cat piss for 38 minutes.
There's water. Yeah, don't waste my cat piss if you're fine with water, Malcolm.
I didn't know it was an option.
There's water. There's a Brita, gigantic Brita container in there.
What else?
There's a lot of LaCroix.
Some carrots.
There's some carrots.
Carrots, chives,
Ooh,
and
you know
sausage.
what there is right now? There's artichoke bread. Slices of artichoke bread.
I don't think if you can name every item in your fridge is stocked well. I think you're supposed to be like, I think you're supposed to always open your fridge and be like, oh.
Oh no, there's more. There's definitely
is.
more. There's
Yeah.
artichoke bread. There's cheddar cheese. There's all sorts of condiments. I'm talking barbecue sauce,
Okay, slow down.
mustard, ketchup. You know.
Standard.
Have you gotten back
At
into
all.
honey mustard? You ever have honey?
Yeah, I love honey mustard. There's a
Yeah.
honey mustard in there.
That's nice.
There's a Big Mac sauce in there.
I just had I had McDonald's because I was like, I need to have some food.
Yeah, you gotta get it. Your
was
body craves it. Your
unbelievable.
American body craves it.
Yep.
So, and then the other stuff that's in there is just Owens Coca-Cola. Which is
It's a new brand,
It says
new
Owen
line
on it.
from
It says
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Owens Coca-Cola.
You know, there's Coca-Cola Zero,
Coca-Cola.
Owens
Coca-Cola vanilla.
own Coca.
and then there's Owens Coca-Cola.
And then in my freezer, there's a bunch of sausages because this sausage company gave me a bunch of sausages, and there's frozen corn.
Okay. Let's move on to my topic. I just reached a level of boredom
Sometimes
that
you want to
angered
drop.
me.
Listen, sometimes you feel like putting frozen corn in your soup.
No.
Just have a little crunchy corn in there. Okay.
I'm gonna get water.
No. Hey, would you get it,
Yes.
Elliot, because Malcolm's stuck?
Yeah, absolutely. You want just a nice ice water?
Yeah, man.
So tell us your topic while you go do that.
My
Just kidding. You don't have to do that.
my topic is about I was going to talk about and it relates to what we're talking about here because we're going to try to figure out a thing. We're getting the set and all that fun stuff. for the
Yeah,
sh-
we're getting a
I
studio
got a topic.
space.
Yeah. So but
You already used your topic.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
yeah, and on a personal thing, I've just been thinking a lot about getting older and
Sure.
and figuring out what your actual space looks like and you're like what kind of
Yeah, like what's your
interior
personality?
design. Yeah, and how I want to see. I want to be like, oh, this is my style, but I don't
You
know
wanna-
what that is.
So you
And it's just
but
a
you
very
want your
old-
own.
And and it's very old person, and it's very like I get that it's boring, but I'm curious as to what it'll end up being.
So, and this is just this is only slightly connected to the studio aspect. The fact that we're getting a studio.
That and the fact that we're here in your place, which has its own style, and it's very kind of like there's stuff.
So you're saying you
everywhere,
don't
and it's-
necessarily know what your personal style
Exactly.
is. Wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
So, and it used to be like I went through that phase. I think if you're in your 20s, it's all like mid-century modern. Everybody's
Sure.
into that.
Sure.
But I'm trying to figure out and being from this, I'm trying to figure out what exactly my like decor thing is, which is the oldest desire. Like I've never had a desire to learn something that's older.
That's
like,
your old person.
That's like it's like a very.
I don't think it's that. I mean, I think
Geriatric.
you're being slightly self-depremental,
Self-depremental. You got
self-deprecating, self-deprecating.
He's a little bit self-depremental.
Oh, Elliot. Oh, he's good. He's
He's a little self-depremental.
self-depremental,
What would
but,
that
like, he's
even
fun to-
mean if
he's fun
you
to
were
hang out with.
self-depremental?
He's
What
fun to
would-
hang
what
out with,
would
but he's a
even that
little
mean?
self-depremental. Like,
What does it
all the time.
mean,
I'm trying to get him
Roman?
out of it. I'm trying to get him out of it.
He's in a funk.
He's in a.
No, what I mean is, you don't have to say it's an old thing.
I think it's a thing all
I think
the
it's
time.
a thing. Yeah, you can want your style.
But you know what? What changes is like your style, though. You know what I mean?
Like,
when
yeah.
you're younger, it's just like posters. Yeah, thank you for this half a cup of water.
See, look at there's some cheese. Share some cheese.
You're gonna enjoy your half a cup of water. When you're done with that, you can have a little bit more.
You,
want more
got
now?
it, Malcolm?
You got it.
Yeah, all right, you guys.
Would you like a slice of
threatening me
cheese?
with- I definitely don't want any cheese.
Why not, man? That's really good
I had a
cheese.
really great dinner.
Oh
over
yeah,
at
that's right.
Tracy Tom's.
Don't waste my cheese. If
Tracy
you got...
Tom's was in Rent the movie. Name drop.
Oh no shit, really?
Yeah, she's in all sorts of crap.
Can I
didn't mean
IMDb
crap
her
like
right
a bad-
now?
Yeah, you should totally IMDb her. She works all the time. She's like the Nelson Mandela of actors.
I don't know
Okay,
about
hold
that
on.
cheese.
Before I get on IMDb though, we're gonna have to
inaccurate.
get back off the rails.
I don't know about.
This water's
What
good.
was her name again?
Tracy? TRACIE space Tom's.
Tom's. Yeah.
THOMS.
Oh my god, I love her. She's in Death Proof.
She was in Death
Yeah,
Proof.
she's the freaking badass girl in Death Proof.
She's a badass girl in Death Proof.
Oh fuck, she's so great.
She's an awesome person.
What did I just see her in?
I have no idea.
I see her in everything.
She's in everything.
What's your topic, Malcolm? What do you got?
My topic is
Is she just an angel sweetheart?
she's very sweet. My topic is gangbangs. I feel like when I go, there's a porn site I like to go to, and I'm looking for mostly black gangbangs.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I guess more white people are doing gangbangs
Okay. Well,
than black people. And then like when I type in black gangbang, it's always like it's always interracial. It's never just like
oh god.
it's always heavily interracial. And so I just want a good old fashioned just my people gangbanging.
And
So you want an all-black gangbang?
Yeah, like I feel like it's so much harder to find than like
good.
if I just put in gangbang, like white gangbangs are like
not a lot.
there's like a myriad.
Have you not
Steve
seen
doesn't have a lot in his
multiracial?
fridge.
I'm not big enough.
gangbang?
multi-
Steve
I
doesn't
mean,
have
I'm
enough
alright.
food
As
in
long
his
as there's
fridge.
I'm just
one-
asking if you've seen multiracial.
Yeah,
Carrots.
I've seen a lot of
He's
it.
got carrots. He's got some cheese.
But I'm mostly as long as the guy is black.
It sounds a little self-sacramental.
I think LaCroix is a fine.
It's very
beverage.
self-sacramental.
It's good. I think it tastes fine. I think it's nice. It's refreshing.
Elliot doesn't like this topic, and this is what he does. This is what he does when he doesn't like it.
Do you not watch porn?
Actually, no. I gave up porn.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Why?
It was a New Year's resolution, so I gave it up.
Nah, man.
Uh-oh.
Nah.
Man,
Yeah.
you thought this podcast was off the rails. Well, now it's really off the rails.
Wait, why did you? What's funny is I'm getting nothing. I'm live streaming this. I'm getting nothing but heart eyes right now, which I don't know what that's.
Listen, man, we have this conversation all the time about like cutting back on certain things that are pleasurable and are a distraction in your life and focusing more on things that aren't so much of a self-pleasure, whatever. And I guess there is probably an energetic reason. There's probably like a self-referential reason.
Self-referential.
I think you mean self-referential.
Self-referential.
Yeah.
Self-reflective aspect.
Well,
of it.
Elliot's too self-detrimental.
Yeah, that's his
And
problem.
self-sacramental.
Self-sacramental.
We're all a little self-sacramental.
Sure.
It's the
My
freshman.
uncle's a little
Yeah,
self-sacramento.
he's totally self-sacramental.
And a little self-San Jose also.
Yeah, well, I heard that about him.
But no, I think there's something to be said about kind of like holding back on the pleasures and focusing more on like, work and art or whatever. I've heard
Well,
of this thing.
yeah,
But I don't know if that's the reason.
I didn't do like the no masturbation thing. I just did no porn thing.
Oh.
And that's different.
Yeah.
Because now it's just I rely on my brain, which is interesting because it makes your brain go like, oh, that's what you thought of. And that's kind of, you can learn a little bit about yourself. And I think it's just better. It's just a little bit, one less thing to worry about. Anyway, where's that train sound effect?
Chugga, 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 chugga. Chugga, chugga.
Where's that? But yeah, no, that's a crazy thing that happens to you, Malcolm, sometimes.
Malcolm, so you, I'm going to choose to believe that your whole topic was a bit. And,
I'd like to go and let you know that you've been invalidated.
we're
gonna move right
I just
past
kind of
that.
want to move right past it if I could. And honestly, if anyone, although I will say, just for the sake of argument, for those of you that do have any information based on Malcolm's request for an all-black gangbang, you can just tweet at him and tell him any information you have.
Please don't tweet me
At
about
Malcolm
black
Barrett.
gangbangs. I'm begging you to not tweet me about black gangbangs.
Oh, no.
I'm begging you to tell.
You're in a bad place.
What's happening right now is I'm begging you to not tweet black gangbangs at me.
I super don't need it.
Please do not.
So anyway, yeah. So interesting topic, Malcolm. So yeah, the stuff in my fridge.
Crazy topic. I don't think we should be allowed to podcast on holidays.
Malcolm, you didn't want to see Ready Player One. What's up with that?
I'm
I'm putting you on the spot.
Can
now.
I tell you why I didn't want to see Ready Player One?
Sure.
I have no idea what that movie is based on a trailer.
And but you wouldn't see a movie because of that?
No. Like, I have no idea what the plot is. No idea the antagonist, the protagonist.
The plot's actually pretty cool. I dig it.
I'd love to hear it from the trailer.
I'll tell you what the plot is right now.
Hey.
Like, you know what pissed me off about all the nostalgia posters of Ready Player One?
Those did piss me off. I didn't like those.
I got annoyed because I was like, I don't know who these characters are. So you putting them into nostalgic movies and movies that I love from my
it's not
childhood
earned.
just makes me miss those movies. It doesn't make me go, hey, look at this CGI character in some movie I like. I should go see this movie.
It's self-resurrectual.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like.
That's what Jesus did today.
Jesus was self-resurrectual.
Jesus. And happy Easter to this podcast. But like they did the same thing with Spider-Man: Homecoming, where they made it the Breakfast Club, but that you totally got because you were like, "Oh, this is
These are
gonna be
high
like a
school
huge
kids.
movie. It's a high school kids. Like I totally get it."
And
I
the
know,
Homecoming name tells you it's the
Homecoming.
school
I already
thing.
know it's Spider-Man, but it's Spider-Man in school, and
Yeah.
that's great. I was like, totally get it. I'm with
Also,
you.
it's like Spider-Man coming back to Marvel, which is a
Yeah.
Homecoming in
Yeah,
another
it was
way.
all of these great things.
Yeah.
I totally got it. But like seeing them do seeing these characters I've never seen before in like a Lost Boys poster was just like weird.
Like,
to
who
me.
the fuck are
like,
these
I was just
guys?
like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So like that was the one thing. Like I literally was watching the trailer for Ready Player One with a friend of mine today, and I was like, I don't know the plot of this movie based on the trailer. I know kids enter a video game space and maybe Freddy Krueger's there and the Iron Giant's there,
And the DeLorean.
Yeah, and the DeLorean's there, but like I don't know. I don't. What's the plot of the movie?
On that mini note, I was rewatching The Matrix.
I've heard of that.
Last night. That movie.
That's that BBC miniseries.
It's a BBC
Yeah,
miniseries.
yeah, it's pretty good.
BBC's The Matrix.
With Frank Stallone.
Frank Stallone. yeah.
Dude, that movie holds up so well. I was loving it, and it's crazy how good it is.
The first one.
The first
Yes,
one, yeah.
yes.
The first one's
Yes.
so good.
But that's one of those things that still gets tainted by its sequels, and it's like we gotta let that
they're
go.
so bad.
The
Yeah,
first movie is
yeah, let that go.
fantastic.
You know they're coming out with a new one, right? They're
Really?
rebooting it.
No,
They're
how-
rebooting The Matrix.
They
Wasn't
should.
one of them called Matrix Rebooted?
Reloaded.
Wasn't
Yeah,
there
Matrix Reloaded.
Oh,
Reloading
one of
like Revolutions. Is that what
Revolutions
Yeah.
was one of them. You remember when they made a cliffhanger? Like the second one was a cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Why do you
bad.
do that? Why
But
do you
the
do that?
first
Fuck up
one is
such
so
a
good.
story.
The first one's so good, and they nail it.
Yeah.
Like they nail that plot that's been done to death
it's a little
now.
dated though with all the like pleather and like
Totally, but it's still cool.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great.
It's still fun.
It's great. Yeah.
It's still
great
it's like silly and dark, and like they don't make movies like that anymore. It's so fun. I recommend rewatching it if you're
You're recommending
not
The
into.
Matrix.
Cool. So Elliot got 3 topics.
Elliot recommends The Matrix.
I feel like my interior design topic really got glossed over. So
The irony. Train wreck. Boop, boop.
I think you should see it. Well, what's the last like big like? So you liked Black Panther, but
Black
before
Panther.
that, what was like the biggest big action movie you enjoyed?
The big action movie before Black Panther that I enjoyed. I don't know. One of the greatest is Raid, right? But that was like a
I have
while
never
ago.
seen it. Yeah.
no, I've never seen it.
What?
I
You
know,
guys?
I know.
You guys, you gotta
Are
see
we
the
watching
Raid.
it? Do we watch it right after this?
Yeah, you gotta see the Raid. It has
Every podcast ends with us
Yeah.
watching. Last week we watched What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah. He had never seen What We Do
Oh,
in the
it's great.
Shadows.
It's amazing. Yeah,
Taika
I loved
Waititi?
it.
Yeah, it's like a Waititi. Yeah.
Taika Waititi?
He's
Yeah.
so good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I
Yeah.
just had a Thor Ragnarok thing. Yeah, you got to see it. The Raid has one of.
I know. I've heard it's amazing.
It has
Yeah.
one of literally the best action sequence as a movie, right? But then there's one particular sequence that is the best action sequence. It's all one continuous take for like minutes.
Well, I love those. I'm a
and
fan
it's
of those.
and it's
so fun when
and
they
it's
do
so real. Like I feel like Daredevil borrowed from. You ever watch Daredevil?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
TV show?
yeah. I liked it a lot.
There's like a sequence where he's like going through where it's like one thing where he's got the chain. It might be from the second or first one. Where he goes through and it's like the basement and he's having that fight and it's almost kind of one. I feel like they were inspired.
Oh, no
by
shit.
The Raid for sure. Because also what they do good about that is how tired it is to be in a fight. Which you very rarely.
You see the fatigue on
you
the.
very rarely see
Yeah,
that, and
well, that's
what's
in
cool.
Daredevil. So
That's
did
why
they
I
take
feel
that
like,
from the
I feel
Raid?
like, I feel like they because you definitely see.
You
well,
never
it's
see the
really cool.
fatigue.
Yeah, you
the-
never see, and that's what's great is like there's people continuously taking breaks during the fight because they're like tired.
That's cool,
like
man.
beating each
That's
other.
kind of like a. That's got a little John Wick too, which probably borrowed from the Raid also, right?
John Wick,
Maybe?
but John Wick's never tired either, really.
I
Do you
feel
know what I
like-
mean? Because he's just shooting guns.
I guess that's true.
Do you know what I mean? He's stressed, but like.
What movie am I thinking of where people are like on the ground firing at each other and they're like that tired?
I don't know because that happens in all of the Wicks.
Wait a minute.
Some extent of
Which
that.
one was the one with like Owen? Are you over there? Which one was the one with like Charlotte Copley and
Shalito.
Fire or something like that?
Free Fire? Firefight.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I wanted to see that. I
It's
just never
so
did.
good, and
Is it a good
there's a
movie?
fatigue in that movie. You rarely that was kind of fun too. They're kind of just like fucking fire. In one scene, they're just like firing at each other and not even looking anymore because they're just like they just want each other dead.
I actually wanted to see that.
In a warehouse room shooting at each other
Yeah,
the whole movie.
I
It's
wanted to
good.
see that because of that factor.
Yeah, it's
Of,
a real
just
good one.
like, I was like, if you can make a story out of that, then go ahead.
It totally works too. It's a lot of fun. Wow, shit! I think we just plowed right through this episode.
I think we did.
Is that
I
the
think
whole
we
episode?
took
Yeah.
it and we.
Is it shorter than Dynamic Banter?
No, it's around the same.
Someone mentioned Hardcore Henry.
Oh, I was just gonna mention
Seems
that.
like a lot.
Have you seen Hardcore?
I haven't. I felt like that would be
Okay.
too much.
Owen and I. So I tried to watch it at South by like last year
Yeah.
or some year, whatever the year it came out. The year before. Or shit, this was a long time ago actually. Whenever Hardcore Henry came out. But I went to see it at South by, and I could only stand like the first like 15 minutes of it, and I was like, I feel fucking sick. I gotta get the fuck
No.
out of here. Because it's just like, Ellie, do you know what it is?
No,
it's
no
like
idea.
the movie is all from the perspective of one person. So the person is
first
wearing
person
this like
perspective.
it's all first person. So like everything he's doing, he's like running, he's like looking this way, he's looking that way. Every fucking like little movement is happening for the entire like
Does it make you
90
sick?
minutes or whatever. I mean, if you're prone to little motion sickness, then yeah, I would say stay away from it. But honestly, like I knew I had to power through it eventually someday. So recently, Owen and I pulled it up and
Yeah.
watched it, and I still got sick, but I still had to sit through it because it's so good.
Is it good?
It's so good.
First person thing, just to throw this out there in a completely other but related field, is Peep Show. Have
Peep
you-
Show, yeah.
The British sitcom is.
much better.
My
Yeah,
friend
Peep Show's. I would venture to say would be better, and I love it very much.
Patterson Joseph.
Patterson Joseph.
Patterson Joseph,
Oh,
who plays Connor
yeah.
Mason on
Just for
Timeless,
perspective.
was on Peep Show.
No shit, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's on Peep Show.
No way.
See it, but it's not that great.
Yeah.
Owen, you missed a fucking great fact.
Yeah. Patterson Joseph, who plays Connor Mason on Timeless, was on Peep Show.
What character?
I have no idea. I've never seen it. But he tells me that he's... I mean, he's the black British dude. I'm guessing there's like not a lot on there.
Oh, wait.
He's the boss.
He's the boss. Oh, shit.
Is he?
Yeah, he's very very funny character. He's the boss,
incredible.
the corporate kind of.
Yeah.
Like the third episode, the main character starts thinking to himself, fuck, I might be in love
Oh
with
yeah,
this
might be in
girl."
love with
Yes,
him.
yeah, he
Yeah,
starts
that's
because
right.
he got the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
such
God.
a funny show, and it's so vulgar and vile and good. It's like because in the British comedy world, they don't have the same like rules that we do.
I didn't know there was
It's
another black
amazing.
guy on Timeless.
Yeah, he's like my
Just
father.
kidding, I'm totally
oh,
kidding.
all right. I was like, oh,
kidding. I'm totally
like, he's really good.
You're kidding in that you didn't know.
No, I'm
Or that
kidding
you're
in that.
but you
it's-
genuinely
the joke
didn't
is that
know.
like there's another black guy in Timeless. Like that's the joke.
That's a good joke.
Do you want me to
Steve.
explain it to you
Yeah,
further?
no,
or-
so you're saying
Let
that
me
it's
unpack
because
it.
he's black and then the other guy
yeah,
is
yeah,
also
that's
black.
why. Yeah,
This is
yeah,
solid.
yeah.
This is
All right.
solid comedy.
Yeah, and it's
Weird.
also kind of a commentary on how there's a lack of diversity in a lot of television
It's
programs.
like a Steve Martin bit.
It's a Steve Martin bit. It's very multi-layered.
Okay.
It's very Steve Martin. I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Thank you, man. I
It's
thought
very
that-
wild and crazy.
That's what I
guys.
was channeling, but I wasn't quite gonna say it out
No,
loud.
it was on topic.
I mean, no one wanted to say
The
it.
joke is better that you made the illusion obvious.
Let's wrap this up.
So anyway, guys, hey, how about episode 11, huh?
This is my favorite episode of this
I don't know
show.
what happened. Yeah, it's been fun.
I
It's
hope
been good.
someone who comes to our live show in Arizona on April 30th,
29th.
April 29th, sorry, if once there's a Q&A portion, they ask us about episode 11.
Yeah, it's just me and you being
Yeah,
like,
he's like, can't
"Oh,
wait to
yeah."
give you guys little nuggets.
Well, yeah. Shout out to Lee and the other person that's
Joe.
on the show. Joe.
Joe, the maniacal,
That crazy bastard. who
crazy bastard.
Drinks cola rags.
Watch out.
Is that him?
He
No,
chews
that's
on-
Owen
No, that's
over there.
Owen.
That's
Owen's the one
Owen.
that chews
he's
on
gnawing
cola
on
rag.
one right now.
I literally only learned Elliot's name today.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, we should hang out. And he was like,
But
"Who are you?"
whenever I mention
I was like,
Owen, you're
whatever.
like, which one's that guy? The one I live with. I don't think I've met that.
I don't think that person exists.
I don't think that person exists.
No.
I think you're driving me insane now.
You're playing Fight Club games.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
some Tyler Durden shit. Okay, so anyway, plugs?
Big announcement with the Valley Folk coming up, which is exciting.
Yes, very big announcement. Very excited about that.
Yeah.
Do you have any comedy shows coming up? Or
I have my Indianapolis show, but I think this goes up after. But it doesn't for the patrons. I have my Indianapolis show on Wednesday, which is April 4th. and at Crackers Comedy Club at 8 p.m. So come by. And we're going to hang out at a bar. We're all going to go get a drink together. It'll be really nice.
Can black people go to Crackers?
Let's not get carried away.
Oh, okay.
I get it because it's called.
Because it's Crackers.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
You're making me horny.
I don't know about that.
Oh, you thought that was too far?
No.
You thought that was
that
great.
was
Okay,
appropriate.
okay.
But this guy, don't know about it.
Malcolm, you're on Timeless season 2.
Timeless season 2 Sundays at 10. This is the type of content they like to pack in together. Is the black gangbang stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Work it in. Work
Don't
it in.
forget to use the hashtag Timeless when you tweeted at Malcolm about black gangbang.
Oh my God,
Only-
so funny.
only
So
hashtag,
funny.
Only
would you tweet me about these specifically black gangbang? Also, make sure to tag NBC. And in my theater company, Ammo Theater, we are doing we have our whole new lineup. We're doing a tragedy April 19th, which is a play that was successful for us. That will be in along with Claudia Dumit, who plays my girlfriend Gia on the show.
I want to see it. Can
It's
I
really
go?
good. Yeah.
I'd love to see a nice play.
It's nice. It's once a month. We also start Void in My Soul in about a month and a half as well. It's a play by Bernardo Cubria, sort of a clowning play. So we got this whole new season. I'm artistic director of that. And then I'm in a virtual reality immersive movie called Dinner Party, which I think is at South by Southwest and some other places and blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
I'm busy.
Where can I see that?
I don't know, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good plug.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Dude, that's all really cool, man. I love all that. That's awesome.
That's all I can do is I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes
Totally
peeled.
keep
I
your
promise
eyes-
I'll keep my eyes
Keep your
peeled.
eyes peeled. I have no fucking clue where you can watch it.
I swear to God, I will listen.
Yeah.
And if anyone mentions it, I'm tuning in.
I'd go. I'd go if I were there.
I might check it out. Well, guys, that's it for the Valleycast then. Again, thanks for understanding that Lee and Joe aren't in this episode, and they'll be back next week. Rest assuredly they will be. And I want to say thank you to the patrons, and I want to say thank you to all of the people who have subscribed to our channel, youtube.com/thevalleyfolk. And I want to say thanks for being super patient while we build this freaking awesome thing that I can't wait to really just get moving on. You know what I mean?
I love it. That's very well said, Steve. I can't add to that at all. I can only agree with it entirely.
Well, thanks, Elliot. I appreciate that. Malcolm, thank you so much for being
Thanks,
a guest
Malcolm.
on the program.
Hey, thank you guys for always allowing me to sit in your chairs.
Yeah, dude, I super appreciate that. I love you very much. And I can't wait for us to, get weird on the couch over there as soon as we're done here.
I'm ready.
Great. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you next time on the Valleycast.
Bye, everybody.
Boop, boop, doop.